Dear friends, welcome back to Data Analytics Talks. We shall continue our preparation for CDMP fundamental exam. As we are aware, CDMP exams are based on the book DAMA DMBOK. DMBOK means Data Management Body of Knowledge. And it is very important to explore each and every chapter of this book. And let's see what is inside this book. As you see, there are 14 chapters. And for the examination, each chapter has certain weightage. We have the data management. Chapter 2 is data handling ethics. Third chapter is data governance. Fourth, data architecture. Fifth, data modeling and design. Sixth chapter is data storage and operations. Seventh chapter, data security. Eighth chapter, data integration and interoperability. Ninth, document and content management. 10th, reference and master data. 11th, data warehousing and business intelligence. 12th chapter is metadata management. Data quality is the 13th chapter. And 14th chapter is big data and data science. And there are additional 2 chapters, data management maturity assessment, data management organization and role expectation. So for the exam, there are 14 chapters. And these are the chapters that we have to master from this DAMA DMBOK. It is an open book exam, but searching the book during the exam will be little tiresome. So we want to understand what is inside each chapter. So the chapter 1 is all about data management. It talks about the business scenario, why there is a need for data management. It covers essential concepts, data and information, data as an organizational asset, data management principles, data management challenges, data management strategy. It also covers data management framework, the strategic alignment model, the Amsterdam information model, the DAMA DMBOK framework, DMBOK pyramid, then DAMA data management framework evolved. It also talks about DAMA and DMBOK. The chapter 2, it is all about data handling ethics. It has the business drivers. It also talks about the essential concepts, the ethical principles of data, the principles behind data privacy law, online data in an ethical context, a risk of unethical data handling practices, establishing an ethical data culture. Finally, it talks about data ethics and governance. And coming to the third chapter, it's all about data governance. It talks about the business drivers, goals and principles and essential concepts of data governance. Then it deals in detail about the activities, define data governance for the organization, perform readiness assessment, perform discovery and business alignment, develop organizational touch points, develop data governance strategy, define data governance operating framework, then develop goals, principles and policies, underwrite data management projects, engage change management, engage in issue management. Then there are other activities called assess a regulatory compliance requirement, implement data governance, sponsor data standards and procedures, develop a business glossary, coordinate with architecture groups, sponsor data asset valuation, embed data governance. And this chapter talks about tools and techniques, online presence and websites, business glossary, workflow tools, document management tools, data governance scorecards. Then coming to the fourth chapter, it's about data architecture. It starts with the business drivers, data architecture and outcomes and practices, and essential concepts around data architecture. Then the activities, online data in an ethical context, establish data architecture practice, integrate with enterprise architecture, various tools like data modeling tools, asset management software, graphical design applications. There are some of the techniques that is covered in this chapter are life cycle projection, diagramming clarity, implementation guidelines like risk readiness assessment and risk assessment, organization and cultural change, and finally data architecture governance like matrices. So these are the topics that is covered in the data architecture. Then as sixth chapter, data storage and operations. Here also we will see the business drivers, goals, principles, and essential concepts around the data storage and operation. Various activities like manage database technology, manage databases, then some of the tools like data modeling tools, database monitoring tool, database management tools, developer support tools. It also talks about the techniques like test in lower environment, physical naming standards, script usage for all changes. Then talks about implementation guidelines, readiness assessment, risk assessment, organization, cultural change. And finally, talks about data storage and operational governance like matrices, information asset tracking, data audits, and data validation. Chapter 7 talks about data security. It starts with business drivers, goals, and principles, essential concepts. Then various activities like identify data security requirement, define data security policies, define data security standards. It also talks about the tools, antivirus software, security software, HTTPS, identity management technology, intrusion detection and prevention of software, then firewalls, metadata tracking, data masking and encryption. Then talks about security techniques like CRUD metrics usage, immediate security patch deployment, data security attributes in metadata, and matrices. And some of the implementation guidelines, readiness assessment, risk assessment, organization, cultural changes, data security governance, using matrices and data security enterprise architecture. So this is more about data security. So coming to data integration and interoperability, as always, it starts with the goals and principles and ethical and essential concepts. Data integration activities like plan and analysis, data design data integration solutions, data integration, develop data integration solutions, implement and monitor. And the tools, data transformation engine like ETL tools, data virtualization server, enterprise service bus, business rules engine, firewalls, then data and process modeling tools, data profiling tools. It also talks about various techniques for data integration and interoperability, then data integration and interoperability governance, data sharing agreements, data integration and interoperability, and data lineage, and data integration matrices. So this is all about the data integration and interoperability. Then you have the document and content management. In this chapter, detailed cover about the goals and principles and essential concepts. Activities like plan for lifecycle management, then manage the lifecycle, publish and deliver content. Then the tools, enterprise content management systems, collaboration tools, controlled vocabulary and metadata tools, standard markups and exchange formats, and firewall prevention and e-discovery technology. And various techniques like litigation response playback, litigation response data map, then implementation guidelines. Then we have document and content governance, like information governance framework, proliferation of information, govern for quality content and matrices. Of course, the chapters deal in detail about each chapters. The chapter 10, we have the reference and master data. We have the goals and principles and essential concepts in reference and master data. Activities like MDM activities, reference and data activities, the tools, DM tools. Then implementation guidelines, you have adhere to master data architecture, monitor data movement, manage reference data change and data sharing agreements, and reference data, master data governance. Also under that, we have various matrices. So coming to chapter 11, it talks about data warehousing and business intelligence. Here we have the goals and principles of data warehousing, essential concepts of data warehouses. We understand the requirement, define and maintain data warehouse or BI architecture, develop the data warehouse and data marts, prepare a data warehouse or populate data warehouse, implement the business intelligence portfolio, and maintain data products. In the tools like metadata repository, data integration tools, business intelligence tools, types, and techniques prototype to derive requirement, self-service BI, audit data that can be queried, and implementation guidelines, the risk readiness, then release roadmap, configuration management, organization, cultural changes. And under the governance, enabling business acceptance, customer user satisfaction, service level agreements, reporting strategy, and matrices. This is one of the core areas in data governance, building data warehouse and business intelligence. So we will see in detail about this chapter in the later sessions. So chapter 12, we have the metadata management. Here we talk about the goals and principles and essential concepts. I will define the metadata strategy, then understand metadata requirements, define metadata architecture, create and maintain the metadata, query, first report, and analysis metadata. The tools like metadata repository management tools and techniques like data lineage and impact analysis and metadata for big data ingest. Coming to implementation guidelines, we have the readiness assessment and risk assessment, organization and cultural changes, and how do we govern this metadata. That's process controls, documentation of metadata solutions, metadata standards and guidelines, and finally various matrices. And coming to chapter 13, we have data quality. Again, this has a major weightage. Talks about the goals and principles and essential concepts in the beginning, then tells about the activities, define data quality data, define data quality strategy, identify critical data and business rules, perform an initial data quality assessment, identify and prioritize potential improvement, define goals for data quality improvements, develop and deploy data quality operations, and when it talks about tools, data profiling tools, data querying tools, modeling and ETL tools, data quality rule templates, and metadata repositories. And various techniques like preventive actions, corrective actions, quality check and audit code modules, effective data quality matrices, statistical process control, root cause analysis, and coming to data quality and data governance, coming to data quality policy and matrices help. Then coming to chapter 14, like this is the last chapter, which say big data and data analysis science. We have nearly 2% of weightage for this. Here we talk about goals and principles, then define big data strategy and business needs, choose data sources, acquire and ingest data sources, develop data hypotheses and methods, integrate, align data for analysis, explore data using models, deploy and monitor. And tools like MPP, shared nothing technologies and architecture, distributed file-based databases, in-database algorithms, big data cloud solutions. Then we talk about statistical computing and the graphical language and data visualization tools. And coming to the techniques, analytics modeling and big data modeling, implementing guidelines like strategy alignment, readiness assessment. And finally, under the governance, we have the visualization, channel management, data science and visualization standards, data security, metadata, data quality, and various matrices. Coming to chapter 15, it's a data management maturity assessment. We will, though this is not part of the exam, it also talks about various activities, the plan assessment activities, perform maturity assessment, interpret results, create a targeted program for improvement, reassess maturity. And we have various techniques like selecting DMM framework, DAMA, DMBOK framework use, implementation guidelines, and maturity management governance, DAMA process oversight, and various matrices. And this is all about various chapters of DAMA, DMBOK. So in my next chapters, we are going to talk about chapter by chapter. So we will be starting with data management process first. Then we will take each chapter. So hope to take CDMP fundamental exam as we complete all 15 chapters. Then we will take up some questions. We will prepare some questions from each chapter and we will discuss on that. So please share your feedback as together complete this exam. Thank you.